I pray all is well with y'all this beautiful and blessed Sunday morning. This beautiful and blessed Sunday morning, first day of the week. I pray that you are having a grand rising. You're still in the bed, I just pray that you're having a great day, and get up and go. It's a nice day to go fishing. It's a fishing morning because it's supposed to rain today, so the bass and brim probably biting early this morning. That's what it looks like today. But hey, good morning, man. Just more than enthused to be here today. Happy that God woke me up so that I can spend this time with Him and the time that He's given me to spend with you all to share what He has given to me to share. So again, good morning. I thank y'all for tuning in on Sunday mornings. Those of you who get up, I thank you for getting up with me. Just enjoying this moment. Like I said, this moment that God has given us to be inclusive of Him and do the things that He desires us to do. So like I said, thank you again for getting up. Like I said, it's a great fishing morning. So y'all might want to grab your poles, you know what I'm saying? And, do a little something if you're a fisherman. But like I said, thank you again. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the morning prayer so we can get into this good word that God has given. And we're going to go, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespassing as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Amen, family. What's going on? Good morning, man. So today's word comes out of Ephesians 6 and 15. 6 and 15. And if you notice, I put a shoe on there. I put a shoe on there because I put a certain type of shoe, right? And I put, if y'all don't recognize that loafer, the brand name is one of my favorite brand names, is Stacey Adams. I know there's a lot of other great shoes, Kohans, and all these great shoes that kind of, that are out there that maybe cost a little bit more and maybe a little bit more comfortable to you. But because I wear a size 14, I can't wear everybody's shoe. You know what I mean? I can't just go in the store and say, hey, let me get, I can't walk in the Kohan and find all the nice shoes that I like, that sit up on the shelf because they're nice. They're in 14 because they don't carry them. You know what I mean? I can't go into a lot of places and buy shoes like that. You know what I mean? Once you get past that 13 and we're really 12, you kind of lost in the sauce as far as you getting you some nice shoes, But for me, one constant shoe, of comfort, that allows me to work 12 hours and walk on the concrete and do the things I got to do without having to take them off every time I go a place or watch my toes swell up, my ankles, my back hurt and all that stuff, is Stacey Adams. So, I put old Stacey Adams shoe on there. That's what I like because that's what takes care of me. You know what I'm saying? That's what take care of these 14, these dogs. That way I ain't got no bunions, I do got a bunion. I ain't got no corns, no nothing like that because I wear comfortable shoes. Hopefully you wearing comfortable shoes. Because ain't nothing like being somewhere and looking good and your feet hurt. You know what I mean? That's not a fun place to be, man. I don't condone my feet hurting for nothing. So I buy comfortable shoes. I'm gonna spend my money on my dress shoes. If I gotta get some, it's gonna be dress, they're gonna be right. My boys, I taught them the same thing. You put whatever you're gonna put on your feet, make sure they comfortable. Spend your money on them. You know what I'm saying? Because you get what you pay for. I definitely with your shoes. Those certain things you just can't go. You can't just say, "Hey, I just got it for." Not with your feet. You got to take care of them dogs, right? You got to take care of that. One thing my dad taught me, he was a military man. He said, "Hey, make sure you take care of your feet because your feet take care of you." Right? That's what your feet played a major role in the way you move, the way you walk, the way you it controls your whole attitude. Your feet hurt, you're mad. Actually your feet have like what it has all your nerve endings in it. So therefore it actually controls the way your whole body feels. So you get a good foot massage and make your whole body feel good. Even if your back hurt, you can rub your feet. Yeah, you know that. So check it out. But yeah, So but as that relates to the word today, if you look in Ephesians 6:15, 6:15, it says, I'm looking reading from the NIV Bible, and it says, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace, with your feet fitted. So God is talking about, basically hit the shoes, what he's allowing you to stand on, what the comfort that he's putting around your feet. You know what I'm saying? And so could you imagine, I never had no custom shoes before. Nobody just customized me in the pair of shoes. I've known people, I know athletes and things of that nature. You get weightlifting shoes or running shoes, different, some people have had dress shoes made. I know, you know, orthopedic shoes, different shoes are made. But could you imagine that you sitting at you walking into a place and God Himself is there, and He's made something, and it got the box has your name on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at a size pair of 14 Jesus shoes. God delivered. You know what I'm saying? That it's just in the box waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? And it's fitted. You know what I'm saying? It says feet fitted. That means it says it's a perfect fit. You know what I'm saying? For you. It's feet fitted for the readiness that comes from the gospel. Right? That means he's preparing you. He has you comfortable. Right? You're comfortable in the lane that he has you in. Right? He has you comfortable in the word that he's preparing for you. He has you comfortable for the walk that you're about to walk. Right? The walk that you're about to walk. Now let's look at these pieces of this armor that we've already been blessed with. We've been blessed with the belt, right? That protects your loin. We've been given the chest piece, right? The breastplate that protects your chest, your inner organs, your everything. And right. And one of the things we said about those two pieces is how it makes you fit. You know what I'm saying? Because when it goes around your loin, when it's around your loin area, right? It makes when you put something around your loin, that area right there, you have to suck in. So it makes you sit up right. Then when you put that chest plate on, I told y'all, like when I used to put on that bulletproof vest when I used to work in the prison system, it makes you sit up right. You know what I'm saying? Because of the way it's made to fit. Right? It's made to fit a certain type of way. Now you got on shoes. Right? Now God has provided you the shoes to walk right. Right? To walk right in His word. Okay? Just think about it, like I said, I don't know what your favorite pair of shoes are. I don't know who your favorite designer of shoes are. You know what I'm saying? But like I told you, for me and my dress shoes, it's Stacey Adams. You know what I mean? And I know when I put on them Stacey Adams, I know I'm finna move differently because I like them. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna slide through, slide in, slide out, you know what I'm saying, all day long. And I know that I can do this for 12 hours. You know what I'm saying? Because I've done it. You know what I mean? And I know they last a long time because I've had a pair for a long time that, I can still wear today because I've been wearing 14 for a long time. But my more is that the comfort of the movement, the comfort of the walk. See, the things that God has already, He's provided just in the first three things is providing comfort. In comfort and protection. Comfort and protection is already in the first three clothing items that He's giving you. He's covering your feet. He's covering your loin. He's covering your chest in comfort and protection, right? So therefore, check out the word says readiness that comes from the gospel. So therefore, of peace. Let me read that again. Fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. Fitted. So therefore, that is made and customized for you, right? Not for nobody else. It's fitted for you. If you go back and think about David when he got ready to fight Goliath, think about this now. Saul tried to give him his uniform. He said, hey man, take this, take mine. You know what I'm saying? Take my uniform and you go out there and fight. You use my armor. You know what I'm saying? Now, think about it. We on the armor of God now. He said, take my armor and you go fight him. Right? He tried to put David on his armor. But David tried it on, it didn't fit. It didn't work for him. You know what I'm saying? You go on your Google page and you look up suits of armor. You'll notice the suit of armor it covers everything that the Bible described that God gave you as a suit of armor, right? It has the chest piece. It has the gird piece, right? It covers your legs. It covers your feet. You get the shield. You get the spear. It's the same thing. Listen, we do a lot of copycatting around here, right? We do a lot of copycatting out of the Bible, right? That same suit of armor that you see these knights wear, that you see the officers wear in the prisons, because I had the same suit working in the prison, covered everything that I had everything that the Bible says should be covered in the same thing I wore in tactical uniform. Right? God is providing the same comfort, right? He's providing the same levels of protection, right? So, like I said, going back to David, if David had put on Saul's armor, what would have happened? Just think of what would have happened if he tried to fight somebody in somebody else's armor. What would happen? How could you go out there if your helmet hanging off, if your chest piece hanging off, if your shoes too big, right? If your spear is left-handed and you're right-handed, it makes a difference, right? If your shield has a right hand grip and you need to hold it in your left hand, right? But just that, how can you advance like that? How can you win like that? How can you be strategic? How can you fight if your suit don't work? If the clothes, the very thing that's meant to protect you doesn't fit you? How can you fight? You can't fight. There's no comfort to it. You know what I mean? You can't move correctly. You can't advance correctly. You can't retreat correctly. You can't move left. You can't move right. You can't do nothing right if the suit don't fit you. If the clothes that you have on don't fit you when you get ready to go somewhere, you don't move right. You know what I mean? Just a prime example. I watch, young men and they sag their pants, right? Look at the way they walk. Do they move right? That whole, they walk is like this now because they shuffling from side to side. It changes if your clothes don't fit, if it don't fit right, you're not going to move right. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen somebody walk with some small shoes on, shoes that don't fit? Have you ever walked with shoes on that don't fit? Huh? You don't move the same way. Even if you got on shoes that's too big, you don't move the same way. Why? Because your feet constantly sliding in the shoes, right? They slide. And what's happening? Your feet hurt just as worse to do if you had on big shoes. I mean, shoes that were too small, right? So imagine if David put on that armor and went to go fight Goliath. I'm almost sure we wouldn't be telling the story, wouldn't be there, right? Because the moment he got ready to wind up that slingshot to get ready to throw it, and that helmet slid down in front of his face, or the armor shifted, right? Or matter of fact, would he even had his slingshot? Would he have just took the weapon that was given with the armor? So we got to look at it, family. God is telling us right here, and your feet. He says your feet fitted. Your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. Your feet are fitted. So that means that this armor is specific. These shoes are specifically made for you, right? For you to walk in, for you to walk in the peace of the gospel, for you to walk in God's grace, right? For you to do his will and the protection that you need be upon you as you walk through it, right? As you put on them good shoes, as you put on, like I said, those custom-made shoes only made for you. Just imagine walking in and you look in that closet, open your closet door, and some shoes in there from God, made for you, customized for you, for your toes, for your little pinky toe, for your heels, for your flat-footedness, for your high arches. You know what I'm saying? For your twisted ankles, your ankle pains, and your knee pains, to absorb all that your feet got a hold of. Do you imagine just think of all the stuff that your feet got a hold. You know what I'm saying? When you prepare for battle. See, when you prepare for battle, you got a lot of stuff to carry. That means you got a lot of stuff to put on your feet, right? Your feet got to support a lot of things, whether it's something on your back. See, that when you put on your chest plate and your helmet and your belt that protects your loins, All that is coming down. Only thing that's holding is your feet. So of course God is going to give you something customized just for you to go out there and win that battle, because he needs you to carry everything else. He needs you to take on everything else that he's giving you to go fight, to go win that battle. And what he's giving you can only be supported by what he's designed for you to support it with. Right? So family, on the day, make sure you put your shoes on in preparation for what God has attached for you, in preparation for the task that God has for you. Take up the whole suit, take up the whole body, the whole suit of armor that God has prepared for you, that he has strategically, with the blueprint design, made for you to wear. Put it on. Put it on, and so you can be protected. You know what I mean? God gives us so much protection. He gives us the word. You know what I'm saying? We start off, just think about this. We start off with the Lord's Prayer, right? Why? Because we're protecting our household verbally. Verbally, we're speaking out to God. You know what I'm saying? That's why we say the Lord's Prayer here. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say the Lord's Prayer in my house. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to be able to speak protection out to my family without calling their name. You know what I'm saying? Without forgetting anyone. You know what I mean? Because God is so inclusive. You know what I'm saying? That Lord's Prayer, you know what I'm saying, it's inclusive to everyone. Then you come back and you put on your clothes. So you get up now, you put on your clothes. And God is so inclusive because he's making it just for you. Just like he did David. He made David's attire just for him in the situation that he was going through. Just for him. And if you don't believe it, go back and read about David. Go back and read about David. Even when he fought the lion and the bear, he had on a different outfit. But it was provided by God. He didn't use the same thing. You don't hear nothing about the slingshot when he fought the lion and the bear. All right? He prepared David for that occasion. And he will prepare you for every occasion. You know what I'm saying? He will make sure that you're properly dressed for every occasion. But you got to accept him. You got to be willing to take him on. You got to be willing to take him on. You know what I'm saying? It's like how the young men and then, you know, the athletes and the different people, they get these different contracts with Nike and all this stuff. And you know what I'm saying? The thing is, okay, if you want to represent us, you got to have us on at all times. You know what I mean? You got to have him on at all times. You got to have on that apparel at all times. Right? Jordan had to play in Jordans. You know what I'm saying? So just like us, we got to put on God's apparel daily, family. We have to put on the apparel of God, you know what I'm saying? And walk in it, and walk in his grace, walk in his love, you know what I'm saying? Walk in the trenches that he has given us, because he's going to protect us. He's going to give us everything we need every time we go. All right. So family, I just want to close you with that. And hope this word blessed you. You know what I'm saying? I hope that, I pray that God will show you what he showed me. And that's the reason for me sharing. All right. So I pray that you all have a blessed and wonderful day. Like the bottom said, be blessed on purpose. Like we said last week, of course, God looks good on you. You know what I'm saying? And go put on the pair of God, man. Be great. Be more. Be all inclusive with God. Let him dress you out in full apparel. Full apparel. For full apparel of God, full armor of God. You know how you got the little Nike check right there? Hey, OG right there, OJ. You know what I'm saying? Put on the full apparel and be protected and be ready to walk upright. You know what I'm saying? To walk upright. You know what I'm saying? And be ready to have the readiness, fitted for the readiness. Fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. Amen. Amen, family. So, hey, once again, I pray that y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. I love y'all. Thank y'all for waking up with me this morning. and we will see you again on Thursday.